Have you ever stopped to think about how the cakes you love are made? From flour and sugar to beautiful, delicious creations, it all happens in cake factories where advanced machines and skilled hands come together. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes of the fascinating world of cake making. Sit back and get ready for a journey where cakes are born in ways you've probably never imagined. Cakes have been a part of celebrations and everyday life for centuries, enjoyed in countless forms across the globe. But just how much do we love cake? Around the world, it's estimated that over 800 million cakes are consumed every year. That's more than 2 million cakes a day. Whether it's for birthdays, weddings, or just a snack, cakes are everywhere. The United States leads the way as the top consumer, with cakes being a staple at every event. But cake isn't just an American treat. Countries like Germany, with its famous Black Forest cake, France, with its delicate pastries, and the UK, home of Victoria Sponge, are also among the world's biggest cake lovers. So, with so many people eating cakes every day, how are these tasty treats made in such huge quantities? That's where the magic of cake factories comes in. Before any mixing, baking, or decorating happens, it's all about cleanliness. In large-scale food production, hygiene is the top priority. Workers in cake factories start their day by getting dressed in clean uniforms, gloves, hairnets, and sometimes even face masks to ensure that no germs or dirt make their way into the cake-making process. Everything, from the floors to the machines, is cleaned regularly. Food safety is crucial, especially when cakes are made in such high volumes. This step may not sound exciting, but it's one of the most important parts of ensuring that the cakes we love are safe to eat. Now let's talk about the raw materials. In a factory, the ingredients come in massive quantities. Think of sacks of flour, sugar, and butter weighing hundreds of pounds each. Most factories use robotic arms and conveyor belts to transport these heavy ingredients from storage to the mixing area. Eggs are delivered by the crate. Often cracked open by machines that can handle thousands of eggs per hour. Each ingredient is carefully measured to maintain consistency across batches. In large industrial mixers, these ingredients are combined to create the smooth, fluffy cake batter that's essential for a perfect cake. The mixing process ensures that all the ingredients, flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and sometimes cocoa powder or flavorings, are blended evenly. In a busy cake factory, this part of the process is happening simultaneously on multiple production lines, allowing the factory to produce thousands of cakes at a time. Once the batter is ready, it's time for baking. The cake batter is poured into molds or baking pans, depending on the size and type of cake being made. Some factories have special machines that can fill hundreds of molds in minutes. The cakes are then sent into giant ovens that bake dozens of cakes at once. The ovens in these factories are enormous and carefully controlled to make sure that each cake bakes evenly. Baking isn't just about heat, it's about getting the right temperature and time to ensure that cakes rise properly and have the perfect texture. Too hot, and the cake might burn on the outside, but stay raw on the inside. Too cold, and the cakes won't rise properly. The ovens are constantly monitored, and even though machines do most of the work, Skilled bakers are always on hand to check the cakes. Once the cakes come out of the ovens, they are moved to the cooling area. Here, conveyor belts transport the hot cakes to a cooling system where they are allowed to cool down slowly to avoid cracking or drying out. This is a crucial step because cakes need to be cool before they can be sliced and frosted. After cooling, the cakes move to the slicing station. Depending on the cake type, they are sliced into layers, sometimes 3, 4, or even more. Automatic cutters precisely divide each cake, making sure that every layer is perfectly even. This is important not just for the look of the cake, but also for its taste. The better the layers, the smoother the frosting will sit between them. Now, it's time to frost the cakes. But before we get into the frosting, let's talk about how it's made. In cake factories, frosting is prepared in huge batches using fresh ingredients like butter, sugar, and sometimes cream or flavorings. Some factories use robotic arms to handle the large bags of sugar or flour needed for these massive batches. Once the frosting is ready, machines spread it evenly between the cake layers. Frosting machines are designed to ensure the perfect thickness, ensuring each layer of cake gets just the right amount of creamy goodness. A well-frosted cake isn't just about looks, it makes every bite taste rich and flavorful. These machines can frost thousands of cakes in a single day, with the final layer of frosting applied to the top of the cake to give it a polished, smooth finish. Now we come to the most creative part of the process, decorating the cakes. This is where the factory really shines in combining automation with artistry. After the cakes are frosted, they move to the decoration station. Depending on the type of cake, machines can add delicate details like swirls, flowers, or intricate patterns. Some cakes get special touches like chocolate shavings, sprinkles, or even macarons placed on top. While machines handle most of the basic designs, for more complex cakes like birthday or wedding cakes, some of the decoration is still done by hand. Skilled workers pipe out messages, add finishing touches, and place delicate decorations. The result? Beautiful cakes that look as good as they taste. In today's world, personalized cakes are more popular than ever. Whether it's a child's birthday cake with their favorite character on it or a custom wedding cake, factories have the ability to create cakes tailored to individual preferences. Machines can pipe out personalized messages, intricate patterns, and even photo-printed designs. These custom designs are created with the same precision as mass-produced cakes, but with added personal touches. And thanks to technology, custom cakes can be made quickly and in large quantities without sacrificing quality. Before the cakes are packaged and shipped, they go through one last inspection. Workers and machines alike check to make sure that each cake is up to standard. Is the frosting smooth? Are the layers even? Does the cake look beautiful and appetizing? Once the cakes pass inspection, they're carefully packaged to protect them during transportation. Whether they're going to a local bakery, a supermarket, or being shipped overseas, each cake is packed to ensure it arrives fresh and looking perfect. Finally, the cakes are shipped out. Depending on the factory, cakes may go to grocery stores, restaurants, cafes, or be sent directly to customers. In some factories, cakes are even made to order and delivered straight to your door within hours of being baked. The journey from flour and sugar to a beautifully decorated cake happens in just a matter of hours, thanks to the efficiency of these high-tech cake factories. And that's the journey of a cake, from simple ingredients to the sweet treats we love to eat. Cake factories around the world use technology and creativity to make sure each bite of cake is as delicious as the last, whether it's for a special celebration or just because every cake tells a story of precision, craftsmanship, and love for this timeless dessert. Stay tuned for more behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite foods are made. So the next time you enjoy a slice of cake, take a moment to appreciate the journey it went through, from the factory to your fork. It's a sweet process, full of care, precision, and a little bit of magic. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep celebrating life with cake.